Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are watching me from. Welcome back to another tutorial. My name is Damilola and this is Damide's YouTube channel. So in today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to make this beautiful pint. Yes, the tutorial is very simple, it's very easy to follow. But make sure you watch the video to the end for you to understand. Give this video a thumbs up. So let's jump right into the video. So this is the whole t-shirt I'm going to be making use of. I will advise you use a new cotton material. A new cotton material, is an underwear and we want something neat, something that we are sure that it is well, is clean, to wear underneath. So I would advise you use that. This is just for like an illustration sake. That's why you are seeing me use this. But if you want to use t-shirt also, make sure you've washed it very well and you're sure it is clean before you wear it. Now what I'm just doing is just to trace out the down part and making sure it's straight. I'm going to be removing the pocket out because we are not going to be using it now, but the logo is what I'm going to use to customize the pint. So it's time to take the measurements, and the measurement I'm taking here is 10.5 inches. I'm still going to be adjusting it, but it's already a sewn cloth that I'm using. So I just want to cut the one that is enough for me that I'm sure I'm going to work with. I'm still going to be adjusting the measurement later on because the size that I'm working with is for 3 to 10 years for small size. Yes, 3 to 10 years. So that's the size that I'm making, and you can see the width that I measured here is 9 inches. You can see, so I'm just cutting out the sewn part, and you see that we have seen it like this. We have 2 pieces on fold, but because I'm just making for a small size, I'm still going to be cutting it out in order for me to make 2 pieces. So if it's an adult, it's a different measurement entirely. So if you want me to make an adult pint, let me know in the description, in the comment section below, so that I will teach you how to do that. Now I have the 2 pieces that I'm going to be working with now. And remember, the width is 9 inches. The width is 9 inches. Now I folded it, so definitely the width is going to be 4.5 inches. As you can see, 4.5 inches. And the length I'm working with is 5.5 inches in length. Just take note of these measurements, and the measurement depends on the size of the person you are making the pint for. Definitely for an adult, the size is going to be bigger than this. I'm just going to cut the down parts out. I'm not going to be needing that for now, so I'm just going to cut it out. So now I have the measurement I'm working with. Now remember, the width is 9 inches while the length is 5.5 inches. So I'm just marking out 0.5 inch, and that will be for the elastic band that we're going to be putting. And from the upper part corner that way, as you see my tape rule, I'm going to mark 1.5 inch down, 1.5 inches down that way. And at that lower part at the edge too, I'm going to be marking 1 inch. 1 inch. You see the way my tape rule went like that, I'm going to be marking 1 inch. It's very easy to follow, very simple, very interesting tutorial. Yes, so I'm going to be cutting the front part first, so that's why I removed the back part. You know, the back buttocks is wider than the front, so we have to cut it separately. So it's time to start cuffing. You see what I'm going to do. So from that down part, I'm going to measure 2 inches upward. 2 inches upward. From that down part to that 2 inches is going to be a straight line. Then from that 2 inches to the 1.5 inches by the side is going to be a semi curve. You can see the way what I just did, just like that. Remember, from that part to the other side is 1 inches, and from that down part up is 2 inches. Now you see the way it looks. Yes, so this is the front part of the underwear we are sewing. You see, it's already forming the shape, so it's time to cut the back. So I'm going to be using the front part also to trace out the back in a different way. So just watch what I'm doing here closely. From the upper part, from the end of the front part to the down part, I'm just marking a straight line, like a curve, not that much semi-curve, but just like a curvy shape. You know how the shape of the pant used to look like, so something like that. Just see what I did there. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. And voila, we have our pattern. It's so easy, so simple. La la la. You can see our, it's coming up already. You can see how it is. Men seeing this, you already know what you want to make. Now it is time to start putting it together. But before we do that, we have to cut out the under part. Yes, the under part. You know that when you see the pint, there's always like a 2-layer under. So that is what we are going to be cutting out now. So remember, I measure up 2 inches. I'm going to be cutting it out from this frontal part. So I have it out now. I'm going to be using the pattern. I'm going to be using it as a pattern to cut out 2 pieces. So now we have the two pieces that we need. So just watch the way I'm arranging it. The right side is facing each other, that way you can see, and the other side too, just the same way you place the front part, you're still going to place the other side like that. Now after stitching it, see the way it looks like. To put the back part, I want you to watch this part closely. It's not difficult, it's very simple, but you just have to know the way it is being placed. So one part, I place it that way. I hope you understand. If you have any question, please feel free to drop it in the comment section below. I will answer them. So you see, I'm done stitching with one part, just one side of the pattern I cut out. So now the next one, I'm going to be using it to wrap it around that way in order for me to stitch it on the other side. So just watch it again the way I did. So I'm done stitching the one part. So the other part, I'm going to pick it that way, and I'm going to turn it just like wrapping it around the back, and I'm going to stitch. I'll just turn it inside out. Yeah, so this is what we have. You can see that the down part is doubled. Okay, you can see the way it looks like. So it's time to put the elastic band. This is the elastic band I'm using. I'm just going to put it by the side and just stitch it down the way you see me do. It's very easy to follow. Just follow the step, you will understand it. Very simple, very easy. It's an interesting interesting tutorial. I hope you find it interesting. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Please comment in the comment section below, and if you are yet to subscribe, please do subscribe. Share the video. Thank you. So like that, I'm going to top stitch. I'll just turn it. I hope you see what I did. I want you to get it. I just turn. If you don't understand it, please let me know in the comment section below. It's very simple. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, just the same method. Now you can see the way it looks like after doing the same thing. So I'm going to repeat the same thing to the upper part, to the band at the So I'll still go ahead to top stitch that also. Top stitching is very important here because you want it to be very flat and neat. So I went ahead and did the same thing to the other side too. And the next thing to do is to join in by the side. And this is what we have now. I'm just using my zigzag scissors to neatly cut out this the seam allowance by the side. If you have an interlocker, it will be better than this zigzag to make it more professional. And now we are done. We are done cutting. We are done stitching. Who said you cannot do it? Tell them you can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. We are done with today's tutorial. I hope you love it. If you love it, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you comment in the comment section below. Share the video. If you are here to subscribe, please do subscribe and join the family of DIY. I'm going to use the logo I removed from the shirt to customize it. And we are done. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye.